Archangel Michael has been assigned to reverse with the enemy plan, but your faith will decide whether the reversal activates. My beloved child, there's a sound in the unseen, a whisper carried by the wings of destiny. You may not hear it yet, but Archangel Michael is already moving, the heavens have stirred, and the command has been given, reverse with the enemy plan. But here's the truth that shakes the unseen realm. The reversal will not activate without your faith. You see, heaven has a strategy, a counterattack so divine that even the darkness trembles at the thought of it. But faith is the ignition key. Without it, the power remains dormant, waiting for you to believe. Maybe you've felt it lately. The delays, the disappointments, the sudden pressure crushing your spirit. The enemy hath been weaving lies into your atmosphere, whispering, "It's over." But Michael has drawn his sword, and the command has been spoken from the throne, reverse it. Every curse meant to break you, every betrayal designed to ruin you, every closed door meant to frustrate you, heaven is about to turn it back. But there's something you must understand: the reversal isn't automatic. It's prophetic, conditional. The question heaven is asking right now is simple: will they believe before they see it? Because the enemy's greatest fear is not your pain, it's your persistence. He knows that if you hold your faith when it makes no sense, his entire strategy collapses. The more you believe, the faster the reversal begins. Archangel Michael stands on the battlefield, glowing with divine light, his wings spread wide like a living storm of justice. In his right hand, the sword of reversal. In his left, the seal of God's promise. He waits for your word, your faith, your declaration that says, "I believe God is reversing it." And when that declaration leaves your lips, something powerful happens in the unseen. Chains begin to crack. Timelines begin to shift. What was lost begins to call your name again. Because every reversal begins with one act of radical faith. So as you listen now, remember, the power is not far away. It's not hidden in heaven's vaults. It's already within you, waiting to awaken through belief. The enemy wanted you to give up right before this moment, because he knows once Michael moves, nothing can stop the divine turnaround that's coming. But hold on, my beloved child, because the next thing that's about to happen will leave you speechless. Stay till the end. My beloved child, something is shifting right now in the unseen. The moment your faith started to rise, heaven took notice. The throne room became still, and the silence of eternity broke when your name was mentioned. Archangel Michael turned his gaze toward your direction, his armor reflecting the light of divine glory. And heaven released a single word: activate. From that moment, the war intensified. You may have felt sudden tension in your atmosphere, confusion, anxiety, weariness that came out of nowhere. That's not coincidence. That's reaction. The enemy knows his assignment had been exposed. What he planned in secret is now under divine investigation. Every weapon, every plot, every whisper meant to destroy you has been placed before the heavenly court. Michael's sword burns brighter, and the order from God remains unchanged: reverse it all. But this reversal cannot operate without faith that endures under pressure. You might ask, why faith? Because faith is not just belief. It's the currency that moves heaven. When you choose faith over fear, you are literally authorizing angels to move. Heaven's armies don't respond to tears or anger. They respond to authority, and faith is that authority. The moment you believe, your words align with heaven's frequency, and what seemed impossible begins to obey. You see, Archangel Michael isn't fighting alone. Thousands of angelic warriors have surrounded your situation. Every disappointment, every rejection, every dark season you faced has now become an altar of transformation. Heaven is writing your story, but it's waiting for your signature, your yes, your faith, your unwavering declaration that the reversal is happening now. Think about it. How many times have you stood at the edge of breakthrough and turned back because you couldn't see results? The enemy thrives on delay because delay kills expectation. And expectation is the soil where miracles grow. He doesn't have the power to stop what God ordained. He only tries to convince you to stop believing in it. But Michael's presence right now means the final stage of the battle has begun. The enemy's final move has already failed. He just doesn't know it yet. In the invisible realm, the scene is breathtaking. Light and shadow clash. Michael's sword cuts through every chain of limitation. Words of doubt, those whispers that say you're not enough, are being burned by heavenly fire. The same voice that once made you question your worth is now trembling because heaven has declared that your story will not end in defeat. And right here, right now, heaven is giving you a choice. Will you surrender to fear, or will you stand firm and let faith command the reversal? The moment you decide to trust even when everything around you contradicts that trust, the reversal accelerates. The impossible starts bending in your favor. Maybe you've prayed for years and nothing seemed to happen. Maybe doors slammed in your face, people walked away, promises shattered. You thought it was punishment, but it was positioning. The enemy thought those moments would destroy you, but all they did was prepare you to handle what's coming next. Sometimes God allows silence to build strength. Sometimes He hides His hand so that your faith can learn to see without sight. Now the heavens are aligning. Michael moves not with haste, but with divine precision. Every swing of his sword cuts away delay, depression, and doubt. You may not see the movement yet, but you will feel it. A sudden peace where there used to be panic. A sudden clarity where confusion lived. A sudden restoration where loss once reigned. That's not coincidence. That's reversal. And I need you to hear this. What's being reversed isn't just external. It's internal. God is reversing the narrative you believed about yourself. Every lie that said you were forgotten, every voice that said you were too late, too broken, too far gone. Those voices are losing their authority. You are being reminded that heaven still knows your name and that your faith is about to unlock something that will write your destiny. Archangel Michael's assignment is divine justice. He restores balance where darkness overstepped. He doesn't just defend. He reclaims. He retrieves what was stolen and places it back into your timeline multiplied. You thought the enemy delayed your purpose, but heaven was only waiting for the perfect moment to unveil it. And that moment is now. As you listen, I want you to say it quietly. With every ounce of belief you have, I believe the reversal is mine. Because every time you speak that, the heavens respond. Faith spoken out loud becomes law in the unseen realm. It creates movement where there was stillness, light where there was confusion. And my beloved child, remember, this is not the end. This is the turning point. When you feel resistance, know that heaven is near. When you feel pressure, know that Michael is close. When everything seems chaotic, understand that chaos is always the last sign before order is restored. So keep your faith alive. Keep declaring even when you see no result. Because heaven is closer than it's ever been. And what's about to unfold will not only reverse the enemy's plan, but will elevate you beyond the level you lost. Before you go further, I want to remind you, share this message with someone who needs faith right now. Comment with belief, speak it out, and subscribe if your spirit feels the confirmation, because what's happening in this moment is not random. It's prophetic. Someone's miracle is connected to your declaration of faith. And as the unseen armies continue to move, as Michael's sword keeps cutting through darkness, hold tight to one truth. The reversal is already in motion. It's waiting for your agreement to finish what heaven started. Something massive is unfolding beyond your understanding. Stay till the end. My beloved child, every second that passes right now carries a vibration from heaven. You are standing in a divine intersection where what was planned against you begins to crumble and what was promised to you begins to rise. The atmosphere may still feel tense, but that's because the reversal has already begun. Archangel Michael is not merely fighting. He is reversing time, decisions, and outcomes that the enemy once thought were sealed. The heavens are echoing with motion, angels moving like lightning, executing a command that has never failed: restore what was lost. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine it. The battlefield isn't distant. It's all around you, invisible yet electric. The air trembles with purpose. Every negative word spoken against you is being rewritten in light. Every closed door is being repurposed into an open gate of favor. The very thing the enemy used to delay you is now becoming your divine acceleration. That's how heaven works. It turns what was meant to harm you into the fuel for your breakthrough. But understand this truth. Reversals don't occur in silence. They occur through activation. And activation happens when your faith refuses to settle. When you say, "Even now, I believe," heaven responds. You might not see it yet, but right now angels are stationed around you, mapping out a divine redirection. That relationship that broke you is being rewritten into your growth story. That failure that humiliated you, it's being reshaped into your foundation for success. That disappointment that nearly crushed your hope, it's becoming the very testimony that will make others believe again. Michael stands at the center of it all, eyes burning with the light of divine justice. Every move he makes carries the authority of the Most High. He had been assigned not just to fight, but to reverse. That's why the battle around you intensified. The enemy senses his defeat. The louder the chaos, the closer your breakthrough. The moment the storm peaks, the heavens prepare to speed peace. And now, listen closely, because heaven's message is clear: faith decides the speed of reversal. Every time doubt enters your heart, it slows the flow. Every time you affirm, "It's already done," the reversal gains strength. Think of it like a current. Your faith is the electricity that powers it. If you keep the circuit alive through belief, the flow continues unstoppable. You were never meant to live a life dictated by fear. You were designed to operate in faith that shakes the unseen. The enemy's most successful strategy is in destruction. It's distraction. If he can make you look at the chaos long enough, he can keep you from seeing the miracle forming behind it. But Archangel Michael has come to remind you that what's forming is greater than what's falling apart. In the unseen world, Michael's wings spread wide, each feather carrying the sound of divine authority. He is standing between your destiny and every demonic interference, declaring no further. That's the power of divine reversal. It draws a line that darkness cannot cross. You are no longer under attack. You are under assignment. The heavenlies have already shifted in your favor. And you, my beloved child, are not powerless in this war. Your worship is a weapon, your words are arrows of fire. Every declaration you make, every amen that leaves your lips, sends ripples through the spiritual realm. The reversal is not just something happening for you, it's something happening through you. Heaven is partnering with your voice. Remember how many times you thought it was over. Those nights you cried silently. Those prayers that felt unanswered. Heaven recorded them all. Every tear became a seed. And now, Michael has been dispatched to bring the harvest of those hidden seeds into your life. You are never to go, every moment you remain faithful in silence, became part of the divine case built against the enemy. And now judgment hand being declared, restoration, recompense, reversal. Do not underestimate what's about to unfold. The reversal is not simply about regaining what was lost. It's about elevation. When heaven restores, it multiplies. When Michael moves, he doesn't just return what was stolen. He adds divine interest. That's why what's coming next will exceed what you expect in. You will not just recover, you will reign. I want you to feel this truth deep in your spirit. Every limitation, every label, every lie that the enemy built around your name is being dismantled right now. The power that once worked against you is now working for you. Even the mistakes you made are being redeemed into miracles. That's the depth of divine mercy. Heaven is not interested in your perfection. It's interested in your persistence. The enemy can't touch what faith protects. Michael's presence means your case has already been settled in heaven's court. And now the verdict is manifesting in real time. The reversal has been authorized. Now faith must sustain it. Before you continue, I want you to share this moment with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a comment that declares your belief. Speak life over your own situation and subscribe if you feel this fire within your spirit. Every act of faith amplifies what heaven is doing. When we agree together, the movement multiplies. Because the truth is, the enemy thought he had you cornered, but he never accounted for this moment. He never expected your faith to survive the storm. He never thought Michael would be sent on your behalf. But God always had a plan to reverse the plan. And now every hidden plot, every spiritual trap, every unseen scheme is being turned inside out. What was meant for your downfall is about to become your testimony of power. Hold on, my beloved child. What's about to be revealed will not just surprise you. It will redefine you. Heaven is not finished yet. The next wave of reversal is already forming on the horizon, and its power will right everything. Something huge is waiting for you, my beloved child. There's a moment when heaven stops observing and starts intervening. That moment is now. The angels have received the order, and Archangel Michael has stepped into full command. The battlefield that once echoed with confusion is now trembling with divine order. Every plan that the enemy built like a web of deception is unraveling thread by thread. The reversal is in full motion, and you are standing right in the middle of it, but let me reveal something deeper. This isn't just a heavenly rescue. It's a divine partnership. Michael can only enforce what your faith authorizes. Heaven's power moves through alignment, and alignment happens when your words, your belief, and your endurance come into agreement. You are not a bystander in this story. You are a warrior whose faith fuels heaven's army. The throne has spoken, and the seal of promise has been set upon your destiny. This seal is invisible to your eyes, but visible to every power that once tried to break you. It carries a decree that says, "Touch not what has been redeemed." The enemy recognizes that seal. That's why lately, confusion and resistance tried to overwhelm you, because the adversary knows the seal has been placed, and now his time is short. Listen closely. Every storm around you is proof that something divine is breaking through. When the atmosphere feels heavy, it's not the end, it's birth. Reversals don't come quietly. They come with spiritual labor. Every test you are enduring is the sound of something holy taking form. Archangel Michael is not just defending you. He's delivering something heaven prepared long ago. You may not understand it all now, but soon, everything will make sense. The people who left you, the doors that closed, the opportunities that seemed to vanish, they were never rejections, they were divine redirections. Heaven was protecting you from lesser things because something far greater was being prepared. The reversal doesn't just restore what was lost, it upgrades it. You lost silver because gold was coming. And here's the truth you need to hold: faith is not about seeing before believing. It's about believing until you see. When you hold your faith through the silence, you authorize Michael's movements. Every prayer you whispered in exhaustion, every tear you cried when no one understood, those weren't wasted. They were signals. Heaven heard them as commands for reversal. Right now, Michael stands at the edge of your destiny with his sword lifted high. The ground beneath him glows with divine fire, and every demonic signature attached to your name is being erased. In its place, heaven is writing restoration, favor, and inheritance. What was delayed is being delivered. What was broken is being rebuilt. What was hidden is being revealed. And my beloved child, I want you to feel this in your spirit. You are not behind. The enemy lied to you, making you believe you missed your moment. But God's timing has no expiration date. Heaven doesn't work according to earthly calendars. The years you thought were wasted are being redeemed in a single divine moment. Michael is gathering the fragments of your past and merging them with the power of your future. Every piece that felt scattered is becoming part of a masterpiece. You've entered the season where divine justice speaks louder than the enemy's accusations. Every wrong done against you is now being weighed in heaven's balance. Every unfair judgment, every betrayal, every manipulation, all of it is being reversed. And not just reversed, but compensated. For every wound, there will be double healing. For every loss, double restoration. For every tear, double joy, and this is where your part comes in. Heaven moves in rhythm with your faith. You must speak life over your situation daily. Say it. I believe the reversal is active. Because every time you speak it, the vibration of those words cuts through darkness. Michael moves faster when faith speaks louder than fear. Your voice, aligned with heaven, becomes a sword in itself. Now, I need to remind you of something vital. This message isn't meant to stay silent. Someone else needs this same faith, this same fire, this same reminder that heaven is fighting for them. So share this message. Let it reach the one who's about to give up. Comment with your belief. Write reversal activated as a declaration. And subscribe if your spirit feels the confirmation that this message is divine timing. When we unite our faith, the reversal multiplies. Because faith shared is faith strengthened. The more people believe, the greater the movement of heaven on earth. When thousands declare the same truth, the heavens respond with power. Archangel Michael doesn't fight for one. He fights for all who believe. Every share, every comment, every spoken word of faith is like adding soldiers to heaven's army. So spread it. Speak it. Let faith ripple across hearts and homes. Even now, as you hear these words, something is happening in the spirit. The walls that have surrounded your blessing are trembling. The barriers that once stood like mountains are dissolving. The reversal has entered its visible phase. You may feel goosebumps or peace washing over you. That's not emotion. That's confirmation. The seal of promise has been activated in your life. And yet, heaven whispers, don't stop now. Keep believing. Keep watching. Keep expecting. Because the greatest part of the reversal hasn't even manifested yet. The coming days will bring divine surprises. Situations that look final will flip overnight. People who walked away will return with apologies. Finances that were blocked will start to flow. Health that was declining will suddenly recover. Heaven is not delaying. It's delivering. My beloved child, this is your moment of divine justice. Don't let fear silence your faith. You have already been marked by heaven. And nothing can unmark what God has sealed. The reversal is not coming. It's here. Stay till the end. My beloved child, silence is not the absence of activity in heaven. It's the sound of preparation. When the noise around you fades and you feel like nothing is happening, that is the moment when Michael and his armies are moving most powerfully behind the veil. Waiting is never wasted in the kingdom. It is the battlefield where faith is refined and the reversal takes its deepest route. You are standing in a season where patience is warfare, and your endurance is riding victory into the unseen. It may feel like everything around you is paused, like time itself has frozen, but this delay is not denial. It's divine strategy. The reason heaven sometimes holds back the full manifestation is because the foundation beneath you must be strengthened first. What's being built is too powerful to stand on weak faith. The enemy has tried to use the silence to whisper lies, to make you believe that nothing is shifting, that heaven forgot. But Archangel Michael has never stopped moving. Every quiet moment is actually a countdown to visible change. Look closer with your spirit, not your eyes. The pieces that once looked scattered are aligning with divine precision. People who were removed from your life weren't random. They were repositioned by heaven. The conversations that ended, the doors that closed, the opportunities that slipped away, all of them were surgical moves by the hand of God, clearing space for the reversal to manifest without interference. You're not losing. You're being positioned for something irreversible. And now the question heaven asks is not, do you believe? But will you believe long enough? Because the power of reversal isn't just about a moment of faith. It's about sustained faith. The kind that doesn't flinch when nothing makes sense. The kind that worships even when weary, the kind that keeps declaring, it is still coming, even when everything screams that it's not. That's the faith that activates Michael's second wind, the surge that completes the reversal. Imagine it, Michael standing at the edge of the battlefield, surrounded by divine light, watching over you. Every time you choose faith in silence, the flame of his sword burns brighter. Every time you refuse to give up, the reversal grows stronger. He is not waiting for your perfection. He is responding to your persistence. Heaven doesn't need you to understand the how. It needs you to keep believing in the who. There's a moment in every battle when it looks like the enemy has won. When hope feels gone and faith feels foolish. It's always the moment right before breakthrough, the silence before sound, a stillness before movement, the tomb before resurrection. The delay is never punishment. It's proof that something holy is about to rise. You've been walking through fire, my beloved child, but notice this. The fire didn't destroy you, they purified you. They burned away fear, pride, and the false expectations that once blinded you. What remains now is unshakable faith, and that's exactly what the reversal required. The purified version of you is the one heaven trusts to carry restoration. You had to be refined so that what's being given to you next doesn't get wasted again. Michael's presence in your life isn't just about protection. It's about partnership. He is standing guard over your destiny, but he is also empowering your spirit to stand tall again. Heaven doesn't just want to reverse what the enemy planned. It wants to rebuild your identity so you'll never fall the same way again. That's why this process feels deep and personal. It is not punishment, it's preparation for permanence. Every battle leaves behind ashes, but those ashes are not your ending. They are soil for something new, and in that soil, the seeds of your reversal have already been planted. Don't dig them up with doubt. Let them grow with faith. Even when you see nothing, trust that something holy is sprouting beneath the surface. The enemy cannot stop what has already been planted by divine hands. There is a fragrance in the air right now, a signal of shift. The same way spring replaces winter without announcement, the reversal will emerge quietly at first and then all at once, suddenly, the phone will ring with the opportunity you thought was lost. Suddenly, the person who turned against you will confess the truth. Suddenly, resources will appear that you didn't even ask for. It's the rhythm of reversal, slow in silence, sudden in manifestation. You might not realize it yet, but the version of you that entered this battle is not the same one standing in it now. You've grown. You've strengthened. You've awakened. You've learned to stand in faith even when sight fails. That's spiritual maturity, and that's the real goal of this season. Heaven has been building your endurance because what's coming will not just bless you, it will require you to lead others through their own reversals. And my beloved child, when this happens, when the reversal manifests in your life, don't forget to give glory where it belongs. Don't forget to speak of what Michael did, how faith turned your mourning into dancing, your fear into fire, your losses into lessons. Share it so others can find hope. Speak it so heaven can multiply it. When you testify, you turn your personal miracle into a collective awakening. Before you take your next step in this journey, I want you to anchor this in your heart. Your waiting is not empty. Heaven is still working in silence. The reversal has not been cancelled. It is being completed, and just when you think nothing is happening, everything will shift. If these words are resonating deep within your spirit, let faith move through your actions. Share this with someone who's in their own season of waiting, leave a comment that declares your belief, and subscribe if your heart feels the confirmation that this message is meant for you. Every act of faith creates movement. When we echo heaven together, the sound becomes a roar that accelerates miracles. You've come too far to doubt now. The silence is almost over. The reversal is not just near. It's imminent. Archangel Michael is still standing, still fighting, still ensuring that every promise written over your name comes to pass exactly as heaven intended. Stay till the end. My beloved child, there comes a sacred moment when the shadows that once surrounded your life begin to tremble. That moment is now. Heaven has entered the phase of divine exposure, where everything hidden, everything suppressed, and everything designed to break you is being forced into the light. Archangel Michael has raised his sword, and the edge of that sword carries a single command from the throne. Enough. Every dark plan, every whispered lie, every generational curse that tried to follow your bloodline. It ends tonight. You might feel pressure increasing around you. Don't let that confuse you. It's proof that the reversal is close to its peak. The enemy always screams the loudest right before he is silenced. When you feel heaviness, it's not defeat. It's displacement. The darkness is losing its footing. Michael's light is dismantling straw molds that have stood for years. The very ground beneath your feet is shifting in the unseen, turning what was once a graveyard into a gateway. Heaven's justice is not delayed. It's deliberate. Every second of waiting was necessary for this precise moment. Every heartbreak, every lonely prayer, every tear that hit your pillow. None of it was wasted. Those tears became divine signatures that authorize Michael's movement. The heavens don't just hear cries. They translate them into orders, and right now, heaven's court is in full session, reviewing every accusation against you and issuing one decree. Reversal activated. But my beloved child, remember this powerful truth: your faith is still the key that turns heaven's decree into earthly reality. The reversal has been declared, but it's your faith that enforces it. You must speak what you believe until you see what you've spoken. There's power in your mouth, enough power to turn spiritual verdicts into visible victories. Heaven has already signed the order, but your faith must deliver it into manifestation. Look around you. The evidence of change is already forming. That tension you feel in your atmosphere, that's not chaos. It's contraction. Something divine is being birthed. Every moment of pressure is proof that heaven is pushing through the final stage. The enemy can't stop it, but he'll try to distract you one last time through fear, fatigue, and false signs. He wants to make you think nothing is happening, so you'll stop declaring. Keep your posture. Keep your voice. Keep your focus. Michael is still stationed near you. His wings cast light so bright that even the deepest darkness can't hold form around you. His sword is tracing through timelines, cutting off every connection that leads to defeat. Curses spoken in secret are being cancelled. Delays that seemed unending are being reversed in sequence. The spiritual traffic around your destiny is being cleared, and your path is being illuminated again. This is the part of the reversal where your persistence is tested. Faith that endures is faith that reigns. Heaven is asking you to keep your stance, even when exhaustion whispers. The turnaround is already scheduled. The reversal is already alive. You just need to hold steady while it unfolds. Now I want you to hear this. Your story is not going to end the way the enemy designed it. The traps set against you are now working against him. The very words that were spoken to shame you are being rewritten as testimony. What was meant to bear you is becoming the foundation of your rising. This is not poetic talk. This is heaven's legal reality. Michael's sword ensures that every injustice transforms into restoration. And while this divine shift happens, I need you to participate in one simple but powerful way. Speak your faith out loud. Declare your victory daily. Every word of faith adds momentum to heaven's movement. Say it now. The reversal is in progress. Say it until your spirit feels the confirmation. The vibration of that truth travels faster than fear. Your declaration keeps the current of heaven flowing through your atmosphere. If you're watching this, my beloved child, it's not by accident. Heaven led you here because your name was spoken in the divine assembly. Michael was assigned to your case long before you knew you needed him, and now that the reversal is unfolding, your voice must join heaven's frequency. You are part of the strategy. You are not powerless. You are the activator. And before you go further, remember this. Your act of faith isn't only about you. Someone connected to your life will receive their breakthrough because of your endurance. So share this message not just as content but as calling. Post it where someone hurting will see it. Comment your faith below, not for validation but for agreement. Every shared word multiplies the movement. When the people of faith unite in declaration, Michael's army moves faster. So if your spirit is burning as you hear this, don't stay silent. Share, comment, and subscribe, because this isn't just a message, it's a mission. Together, we amplify heaven's agenda. You are standing at the breaking point of the shadow. Light is about to explode through every dark corner that tried to claim your peace. The enemy's voice is losing its frequency, and the reversal is roaring louder. The divine timeline has accelerated. What was supposed to take years will take days. What was lost for decades will be restored in moments. Heaven doesn't move by logic. It moves by decree. And the decree is already active. Listen, my beloved child. The night you're walking through right now is not your ending. It's your unveiling. The darkness isn't consuming you. It's revealing what can no longer hide. When dawn breaks, you'll understand why the war was so intense, because the promise was that great. Michael has never failed an assignment, and he won't start with yours. You will see what faith makes possible. You will witness heaven's justice with your own eyes. The shadow is breaking. The silence is ending. The reversal is fully alive. Hold your faith steady. Heaven is finishing what it started. Something massive is about to unfold right before your eyes. My beloved child, breathe deeply for a moment and listen with your spirit. Because the atmosphere around you is no longer the same. What once felt heavy now feels charged, live, trembling with the sound of restoration. You have entered a sacred hour, the hour of divine dawn. The night has been long, yes, but the darkness has exhausted its assignment. The light of reversal is now fully breaking through. Archangel Michael stands tall, sword raised, eyes burning with a justice that cannot be stopped. The heavens have shifted, and everything that was taken, delayed, or distorted is now aligning to return, multiplied, magnified, glorified. This is not a small recovery. This is divine restitution. Heaven is not simply giving you back what was lost. It is restoring what you never even knew belonged to you. The reversal has entered its radiant phase, where what was invisible begins to manifest before your eyes. Opportunities will reappear. People who once rejected you will seek your voice again. Paths that were sealed shut will open in unexpected ways. This is the season where God redeems every no that broke you into a better yes that builds you. The angelic army, led by Michael, has been clearing away debris, the remnants of old pain, betrayal, and fear to make space for your inheritance. But listen carefully. Restoration requires readiness. Heaven will not pour new blessings into old containers. You must release what no longer serves your calling. Every trace of bitterness. Every memory that still holds you hostage, every word you once believed about being unworthy, let it go. The reversal cannot rest where resentment lives. Archangel Michael isn't only fighting outside you. He's fighting within you, slicing away the remnants of despair that tried to make a home in your heart. You might feel moments of deep emotion as you hear this. That's not weakness. That's cleansing. Heaven is washing away the dust of disappointment. Every tear shed in faith is being collected as holy currency. God doesn't forget those who waited in pain. He rewards those who worshipped while wounded. You have been faithful in silence, patient in suffering, and now you are being trusted with restoration. The light that's emerging will surprise even you. It will come from where you expect. The breakthrough will not arrive through the people or paths you predicted. Heaven delights in divine irony, blessing you through unexpected sources so that everyone knows it was never by human effort, but by divine intervention. That's the beauty of Michael's mission, to ensure that when you rise, no one can claim credit but God Himself. You will begin to notice divine coincidences, moments that feel too aligned to be random, a message arriving at the right time. A call you thought would never come. A sudden inner peace replacing anxiety. These are signs that the reversal has reached Earth. The spiritual has become tangible. Michael's victory is echoing into your reality, and now heaven whispers again, faith must continue even in the fulfillment. Because the same faith that brought the reversal must sustain the restoration. This isn't the end of your journey, it's the start of a greater one. Every blessing carries responsibility. Every miracle carries purpose. The question heaven now asks is, what will you do with the restoration you receive? Will you guard it? Will you use it to lift others? Will you live as proof that faith still works? My beloved child, this is where heaven's story turns into your testimony. You've walked through darkness, fought through doubt, endured silence, but you didn't give up. That endurance has become spiritual authority. You're no longer just someone who believes, you are someone who embodies faith. When you speak now, heaven listens differently. When you pray, the air responds. When you declare, angels move faster. You become a vessel of divine resonance. And this is the moment to speak your restoration into existence. Say it aloud. Even now, everything stolen is returning multiplied. Because when you declare it, you're signing heaven's decree with your faith. Michael's hand is already extended, waiting to seal it with power. You've come through the breaking, now comes the building. The reversal wasn't just to undo the enemy's work. It was to reveal your authority. Heaven is not returning you to who you were before the pain. That version of you no longer exists. You are being reborn into strength, wisdom, and discernment that only warfare could teach. You are becoming what the enemy feared most, someone who knows how powerful faith truly is. And as this light spreads around you, others will begin to notice. They'll ask what changed. Why peace follows you. Why doors open effortlessly. That's your moment to speak of what heaven did. Tell them how Archangel Michael was assigned, how faith reversed the plan, how God turned every delay into design. You are not just receiving restoration, you are carrying revelation. Now pause with me for a moment and feel it. You're shifting, a weight lifting. This is the sound of divine dawn. Every force that once tried to bind you is now bowing. Every plan that once sought to limit you has lost its authority. Heaven is not debating your future. It's declaring it. The reversal is no longer a promise. It's reality unfolding in real time. And I must tell you this, when restoration begins, gratitude is your armor. Keep your heart humble. Stay anchored in thanksgiving. With those grateful hearts of frank greater glory, don't forget to celebrate the small victories while waiting for the grand ones. Each one is evidence that heaven is still moving. If this message is stirring something within you, don't let the fire fade. Speak it out, share it, declare it. Someone connected to you is about to experience their own reversal because of your faith. Comment below if you feel the confirmation and subscribe so your spirit remains connected to words that build your faith stronger. When faith multiplies, miracles magnify. Together, we become conduits for heaven's movement. The dawn is here. The reversal has matured into restoration. The story is shifting from pain to power. And my beloved child, you are stepping into the most radiant chapter of your destiny, one written by heaven's own hand. Stay till the end. My beloved child, the air is no longer heavy with waiting. It is thick with glory. The heavens have fully opened, and now the divine exchange begins. What was lost is being gathered back to you piece by piece, not by chance but by celestial order. The same angels that once shielded you in battle are now bringing the treasures that were stored away during your season of struggle. Archangel Michael leads this procession. His presence radiant, his purpose fulfilled. He does not move with noise or spectacle. He moves with sacred precision, ensuring that nothing meant for you remains in the enemy's grip. You can almost feel it, can't you? A deep stirring in your spirit, that quiet awareness that something powerful is aligning. It's not imagination. It's confirmation. You are standing in the flow of fulfilled prophecy. Every delay you endured, every setback you faced, was a seed planted in divine soil. Now those seeds are blooming, and heaven is ensuring that your harvest will not be stolen again. The reversal has reached the stage of manifestation, and manifestation always comes with movement. People will begin to cross your path who carry answers, not questions. Opportunities will unfold naturally, not forcefully. The right voices will find you without effort, and every wrong connection will fade without confrontation. This is divine orchestration. Michael's sword doesn't just fight. It aligns. He is arranging everything according to heaven's blueprint for your destiny. And yet, my beloved child, remember this sacred truth. Glory must be guarded. What God restores, the enemy will try to distract. Now that your reversal has become visible, you must protect it with focus and humility. Pride is the thief of divine permanence. You are not being lifted to shine above others. You are being positioned to lead others out of darkness. The reversal was never about ego. It was about purpose. This is where many lose their miracle. They celebrate the gift but forget the giver. Heaven is watching how you handle what you prayed for. Gratitude is the password that keeps the flow of glory open. The more you thank, the more heaven sends. So in these days of abundance, speak gratitude constantly. Wake up whispering it, walk with it, and unite wrapped in it. Let your gratitude be louder than your pain ever was. Here's a powerful mystery unfolding right now. The law of divine multiplication. The reversal is not just giving you restoration. It's releasing overflow. Every area that was once empty is being filled beyond capacity. Relationships that fractured are being healed in ways you didn't think possible. Penances that seem frozen are thawing into abundance. Dreams that you buried out of fear are coming alive again. This is not recovery. This is renewal. And heaven's rule is simple. When faith finishes the fight, glory begins to gather. You may notice your atmosphere changing. Peace where there was anxiety. Clarity where there was confusion, strength where there was fatigue. That's not coincidence. It's confirmation that Michael has completed the reversal. The enemy's plans have been fully reversed, nullified, and rewritten. Every curse has been turned into commandment for blessing. Heaven has used the very weapons formed against you to craft your crown, and know this. The gathering of glory doesn't end when you stop watching. It continues as long as your faith stays awake. You've entered a continuous flow now, where every day can reveal a new layer of God's goodness. Expect surprises. Expect divine interruptions. Expect the impossible to bend in your favor. Heaven is no longer distant. It's dwelling with you. The presence of Michael around your life will be felt in the peace that follows you, in the breakthroughs that chase you, in the restoration that refuses to stop. So lift your head, my beloved child. The battle is over, and the banner of victory waves above you. The reversal is no longer a process. It's a reality. Everything the enemy planned had been turned inside out, and everything heaven promised has been delivered right on time. This is your dawn, your evidence, your chapter of glory. Stay till the end. My beloved child, the story has come full circle. What began with battle now ends with beauty. The heavens stand in awe. Not because of how fierce the fight was, but because of how unshakable your faith remained. The same ground that once trembled beneath the weight of warfare is now glowing with the light of victory. Archangel Michael stands before you, his sword lowered, his wings folded in reverence. His mission complete. The enemy's plans lie scattered in the dust, reversed and rewritten by divine decree. And over your life, heaven now speaks a single word that carries eternity within it: restoration. This isn't a victory that fades, it's eternal. What's been established in this season will echo through generations. Michael's assignment wasn't just to fight for you, it was to ensure that your lineage would never again bow to what you've already overcome. The chains that once bound your family line are now broken forever. The battles your ancestors couldn't win, you have won. The curses that once repeated through bloodlines have been turned into blessings that will flow for centuries. You have not just survived a reversal, you have changed spiritual history. Heaven is celebrating, can you feel it? The air around you is thick with divine joy. The angels are singing your name in victory psalms, echoing through realms unseen. The same throne that authorized Michael's movement has now placed a new mantle upon your spirit, the mantle of faith that activates miracles. You are no longer fighting for your life, you are carrying heaven's authority within your life. The reversal has elevated you into partnership with divine power. And now, my beloved child, your coronation begins. You have been crowned not with gold, but with glory, not with jewels, but with joy. This crown isn't just a symbol, it's a signature of ownership. Heaven is declaring before all creation that you belong to light, not to darkness. You have become a living embassy of heaven on earth, carrying the vibration of divine order wherever you go. Michael's final act is to place this crown upon your spiritual head, sealing your identity forever in victory. You may have thought your fight was about survival, but it was about transformation. The person who began this journey is not the one who stands here now. You have been refined through pain, tested through silence, proven through waiting. What once broke you has now built you. Every scar has become a symbol of divine craftsmanship. Heaven doesn't see your wounds as weakness, it sees them as proof that faith works, that love wins, that light never fails. And now that the reversal is complete, Heaven gives you a new command: walk in it. Don't look back for evidence of what's already finished. Don't search for signs of old battles. The enemy you once fought no longer has legal ground to touch you. The fire that once tested you is now forbidden to harm you. Michael's victory sealed it. You are untouchable where faith reigns. You may still face challenges. Yes, but now you face them differently. You fight not for victory, but from victory. Every storm that tries to rise against you will crumble at your faith's command. Every fear that tries to whisper will vanish at your voice. The power that once surrounded Michael in battle now surrounds you in daily life. You are walking proof that the unseen world responds to faith. And so, Heaven says to you, build now. The reversal wasn't just meant to restore, it was meant to prepare you to create. There are people waiting for what you carry, hearts that need your testimony, voices that need your encouragement, lives that will find hope through your story. You are no longer a receiver of miracles. You are a releaser of them. Speak and faith will move. Pray and doors will open. Declare and heaven will respond. A mantle of reversal has turned into a ministry of restoration. Look behind you and you'll see the ruins of what once was, but look ahead and you'll see the skyline of what is becoming. You're standing on the threshold of divine legacy. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of your purpose. The battle taught you who you are, and the victory will reveal what you're capable of. Heaven didn't just want to save you, it wanted to awaken you. The earth needs voices like yours, voices that remind others that angels still move, that faith still works, that God still reverses with the enemy plan. So don't hide what you've seen. Don't silence what you survived. Speak with boldness. Shine with purpose. Walk with the quiet confidence of one who has seen heaven intervene first, and as this message closes, let your spirit whisper gratitude. Thank Michael for his service, thank heaven for its mercy, and thank yourself for not giving up. You are heaven's testimony on earth. You are living evidence that faith activates reversal. When the enemy wrote your ending, God wrote your beginning. So now, my beloved child, rise. Walk in your restoration, carry your crown. Live in your reversal. The battle is over. The promise is fulfilled and the kingdom within you has awakened. This is your coronation of faith. Your eternal reminder that heaven never forgets those who believe even in darkness. Go forward knowing that light has chosen you. The reversal is not just done, it's permanent. You are free. You are restored. You are crowned. The story ends here, but your glory is only beginning.